Welcome to my YouTube channel. As every country is battling with their problems and their issues in their own country, Nigeria also is battling with their own issues such as insecurity, inflation, and of course, the most prominent discussion of today is the educational sectors, the problem with ASUU strike and the federal government. I want us to look at a particular video as we dissect the issues that is happening.
It's been 5 months since academic activities in the nation's universities were paralyzed due to the strike action embarked upon by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, a situation that has degenerated into a seemingly unending crisis. In the spirit of solidarity, the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has embarked on a 2-day nationwide protest to stress the importance of resolving the impasse with ASUU and affiliate unions in order to save the university education system from collapse. Our correspondent, Mr. Ladigo, will monitor the protest files in this report.
After the back and forth between the federal government and the Nigeria Labour Congress on the legality of a solidarity protest with the Academic Staff Union of Universities amid a crisis that has defied all solutions, the NLC has fulfilled its promise to hold a 2-day peaceful protest across state capitals nationwide in a bid to pressure the government to meet ASUU's demands. In Lagos, workers under their respective labor unions converged at Ikeja as early as 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the first day of the Solidarity Walk. Carrying placards and chanting solidarity songs, the protesters walked peacefully to the government house Alausa to voice out their grievances and deliver a letter to the state governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Despite various interventions and negotiations between the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, no agreement has been arrived at, a prolonged issue that has given rise to this solidarity protest organized by the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC). Registering its displeasure over the lingering strike and other issues affecting the country, the Lagos State Chairman of the NLC and the Zonal Coordinator of ASUU Lagos State called on the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to fulfill its numerous promises made in 2015.
With the way this government is pushing this country, very, very soon, education will be out of place for the children of ordinary poor masses in this country. The workers in the tertiary educational sector, their welfare is nothing to write home about. They are suffering. Yes or no? Our universities and our tertiary institutions, we cannot be proud of them. We cannot be proud of any institutions of our learning.
Our demands are simple. Implement all agreements with all university unions. End the ruinous, obnoxious and exploitative IPPIS. And again, stop proliferation university. Stop making university constituency projects. And don't establish university you cannot fund.
Don't establish university you cannot fund. Listen to the government
and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, accused the government of turning a deaf ear to the plight of Nigerians.
President Buhari, collect money from 10 of your people, 10 looters, to resolve this problem. One of them was charged on Friday last week. The man has stolen 109 billion. One person. And there are others who have stolen more. And there are others who are stealing more. You know, recently in Abuja, they were using dollars to bribe delegates. Exactly. We have more dollars in Nigeria than America.
Yes. Receiving.
Femi has spoken his own. We have more dollars in Nigeria than in America. Let's put that thing aside. See, this is the implication of this is going on. As far as ASUU strike is going to is going on, it's going to have a lot of effect. Now, people that are in private schools now will say, well, we don't have a problem with that one in private school. See, the poor masses that are out of school or that are not in school, they're gonna be issues. If people begin to hunt people's houses, you will know that insecurity is going to increase. Insecurity is going to increase in the country because the poor masses that are not in school, we're going to hunt consciously or unconsciously, by fighting for why they should be in school. They're not going to be peace among everybody in the country. Let's push that aside. Still, we'll be saying that what is that concern? They need to be in school. Well, it is concerned because if lecturers' affairs are not being taken care of, or lecturers' well-being, they don't be able to teach or carry out their duty. Since 2009, they say that lecturers' salary has been stagnant. Apart from that being the salary be stagnant, there are other agreements that has to do with the affair of these lecturers that need to be met by the government, and it has not been met. I also to look at a particular video before talking about the implication to the economic. I think I have my YouTube here. Look at this interview. Look at what this guy said.
They have no excuse for what's going on. They suspended the strike in December 2020, and all of the issues that they asked for at that time, you've only addressed two. That is the issue of salary shortfall and the matter of visitation panel to universities, out of about 9 demands. Now they are saying, okay, these UTAS, just grant us these UTAS as well as renegotiate our wages. For 13 years, their salaries have been stagnant because that clause in the agreement that from time to time government should renegotiate their wages. It has not been done since 2009.
And it's a labor law.
It has not been done since 2009. So if you are earning the same salary since 2009, won't your blood boil? I mean, we have to put ourselves. He was talking about what a professor of 10 years standing does not earn up to 500,000. Yes. The other day, my former colleague, who is now a lecturer, came here and he was telling me what the different categories of academics earn. And I'm like, what's going on?
So you could imagine that your parent and my parents, or people that that their parents are lecturers, have not, that their wages have not been increased since 13 years ago. You can imagine. This is not the implication I want to talk about. In the next 2 minutes, the implication I want to talk about is that, do you know that if you look at a particular graph that I have here, I think I have those graph here, a graph here. Okay, I don't have it. There's a graph here that talks about the labor force. If people are out of school, it's going to affect the economic, because people will not be employed to the economic to add to the GDP or whatever. And someone from the age of finish school at the age of 28, 29, you say that it is not fit for the labor. He cannot be employed because of his age. When you are putting the age, people that need to be employed need to be from 24, 25, 26. The banks, your banks. So if the government is going to be not meeting the demand of people, or scrap out this nonsense what they call strike issue and allow people, it's going to affect the economy in the long run. Nigeria will be in more trouble than what they think is. Not only the economic, there will be more insecurity because everybody will not live at peace. So for students that are out of that are in strike, instead of sitting at home and waiting for the strike to be called off, get yourself equipped. Learn one or two things. We're in a global economy, we're in a connected world, whereby you can work for people outside the country while you're in your own country before they call up the ASUU strike. Don't sit and wait on the call of the ASUU strike. Get yourself equipped and learn more things. For we to improve our economic, our students need to go back to school and resume schools. And please, all these organizations to try and adjust their age gap to accommodate people, that are having this situation, that they can come into the labor force. Please stop putting age limits in terms of employing people because of the circumstances that we face in the country. Peace out.